All right, hey there. We're Motel Breakfast, two-fifths of Motel Breakfast, and Mick over here, our guitar player, works here in the warehouse at Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin, and we are here getting together. We need help with the dishes. In just a few moments, we're going to be sharing that with you, but we're going to start off by playing you guys a few songs. And we want to make note that you can donate during this little waiting period while we're playing. Just text dishes to 41444, and you can donate right now. Anyway, this song is called My Head. Leaves turn black this year, and I don't know what that means. Been trying hard lately to make sense of my dreams. I'm digging deeper when the surface still ain't clean. I'm in over my head. Future loves I wanna chase, past ideas I can't quite place. Can't tell if anybody cares about these thoughts on how I waste away. Get out of my head. I gotta get out of my head. I'm sorry, babe, I think it's time that I apologize. Been a little caught up lately with just living in my mind. It's nothing new, you know, that I've come to realize that these wheels just spin, and there ain't no stopping them. Hung my head on the idea of loving someone else today. Soon, of course, I turn the corner, 'cause, well, who am I to say? Seen we clamor for the next chance we get to lose our heads in the vices that we seek. We're just passing time till death. Think it's too late to get out of my head. Out of my head. I'm sorry, babe, I think it's time that I apologize. Been a little caught up lately with just living in my mind. It's nothing new, you know, that I've come to realize that these wheels just spin, and there ain't no stopping them. thanks. So that song was called My Head. Once again, we're Motel Breakfast, and we are here to welcome you all to the We Need Help with the Dishes campaign. Sorry, I can't remember that for the life of me. I have to keep checking that. But once again, you can donate right now while we're playing and getting things started. You can text dishes to 41444. And I wanted to add the note that this that you're seeing right now is something that you're going to be able to bid on in the auction. It'll be a private show with Motel Breakfast. Maybe it'll be the two of us. Maybe it'll be a larger group of the band. I don't know. But if you bid on it and you win it, you'll just coordinate with us, and we'll figure out what we're going to do to give you a private event and, you know, rounding out a year when we haven't had a lot of the events we wanted to do. So we're going to launch back into our next song, Tell Me. Let's do something while we have the chance. It's not every day that we're needed. I asked my brother to give direction, to which he bowed and ceded. There I stood, rocks in hand, youthful zeal unbridled. I learned to bleed while I danced, found emptiness in bottles. Tell me what to do, tell me what I see. Hey, I'm afraid I'm finding the truth don't set me free. Before I knew it, I was lost, dancing on the tables. The public jester made for laughs, but fresh out of fables. I pushed my eyes up to the glass, thought I'd see anew, but I just kept on seeing that same familiar view. So tell me what to do, tell me what I see. I'm afraid I'm finding the truth don't set me free. Yeah, tell me what to do, tell me what I see. Hey, I'm afraid I'm finding the truth don't set me free. Once again, we are Motel Breakfast. Mick here, our lead guitarist, works in the warehouse at Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin here. And we're super happy and excited to be able to open up the We Need Help with the Dishes campaign. So you can donate right now while we finish up by texting DISHES to 41444. That's DISHES, DISHES, to 41444. And when the auction gets going later, something that you're going to get to bid on is this that you're seeing right here, a private Motel Breakfast concert, and you'll just coordinate with us on that if you win that. So without further ado, let's do our last song. What do you think? I wanna set an alarm for the days I'm not myself, just to snooze and go on knowing that I'm playing someone else. It's a ruse, it's a farce, it's a cause that's been lost. La da da, la da da, la da da. What do we do when we become strangers to ourselves? I wanted you, but you wanted someone else. I was so lost, I thought that person was myself. Here I am alone again. Yeah, so pull the handle and shut the book. Your ear is to the ground. Oh, but you don't know where to look. Wanna see, but you can't tell that your box long since fell down the well. Your mind is long gone, long gone.
Bob Jakes with West Bend Mutual Insurance. We are a sponsor of this evening's event. We know you'll enjoy it, and thank you for caring about our neighbors in need.
Hi, I'm Rick Ruska from Power Test. We are proud to be the matching gift sponsor for We Need Help with the Dishes. Over the years, Power Test has seen the tremendous impact we can have on people's lives by supporting Feeding America. Your donations have double the impact if you donate now through midnight on Monday. Please donate by texting DISHES to 41444. Please join us in making a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, friends, for joining us for this program, We Need Help with the Dishes. This fundraiser is a very critical component to raise the dollars we need to feed our neighbors in need. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for contributing. Prior to the pandemic, hunger relief was already very difficult work. We were seeing way too many people that were in need. The pandemic just made all of that so much worse. It came on very suddenly, and the need went through the roof very, very quickly. We were seeing a 40% increase in the number of people in need, and we're still seeing that today. Those numbers are such a challenge for us and for the entire hunger relief system, because these are families that are flooding into the system so quickly that we needed to be able to get the system ready to manage that, which meant we needed much more food, much more ability to transport that food than we ever had before. In addition, the people that we were seeing, it was a type of hunger that we had never worked with before. What we were seeing are people who had never needed to be in the hunger relief system. They didn't know how to navigate the system. We needed to be able to meet families where they were and help them find the resources that they needed. At the same time, we were working to make sure that hunger relief system as a whole was able to not only meet the demand, but to stay open, and we were dealing with the pandemic as well, making sure our staff was healthy. All of this together made a perfect storm of challenges for us in 2020. By the time we got to where we are now, we are still seeing that increase, but we are in a much better position to deal with that because we have been able to have our neighbors come out and help us. Unfortunately, the numbers that we're seeing are still highly elevated because of the pandemic. We now know how to find the people that need the help. We now know how to meet people, but we still need help being able to purchase the food that is necessary to deal with these elevated numbers during the pandemic. Much like the Great Recession in 2008, we expect those numbers to stay high. I'll tell you a story about Harry. It's a phone call that I took just a couple of weeks ago. Harry was a senior, and his neighbor called me and was concerned that Harry didn't have anything to eat. She asked if I'd reach out to Harry, and I did. In my conversation with Harry, I asked him if he had food to eat, and he told me yes, he had what he needed. When I asked him to open his refrigerator and to open his cupboards and tell me what was in his refrigerator, the list was very, very short. Unfortunately, Harry didn't have enough food to sustain and to be healthy, but Harry was a very proud senior and wanted to make sure that he could make it on his own. I worked with him and let him know that it's because of generosity of our neighbors and our communities that we all wrap around him and other people that are in the same exact situation. Harry's situation, unfortunately, is not uncommon. There are more families that are struggling with hunger than ever have before in our region. It's important that we are able to meet that need, and through your generosity, we're going to continue to be able to meet that need now and into the future. It's my greatest hope that we eventually will meet our mission and solve hunger. But until that time, we are going to need to continue to rely on our neighbors, on you, to help us work through what hunger is and make sure that we are able to provide enough food for everyone who needs it. One of the things that we learned during the pandemic is that there are silver linings. And what we saw in these silver linings is when we had an increased need, we were able to reach out and let our community know. And our community stepped up in ways that were extremely generous, and it was able to support us, the hunger relief system, and it certainly helped those who were needing the food assistance. I continue to believe that it is possible to solve hunger. It will take all of us coming around and together to be able to do that, but we will be able to meet this need. It just takes neighbors like you. Thank you very much for attending and for being generous today. Next, we're going to head over to our kitchen where Denise Thomas, a board member of Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin and the effective communication coach, is going to be cooking with Chef Ace Champion. As they cook and as you see the wonderful food that they're preparing, I hope that you will think about what a warm, home-cooked meal means to you, your family, and your friends, and that inspires you to think about what that must be like for families who don't have as much and how you can help. Please be generous, please be thoughtful, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for the intro, Patty. Today, we are at the Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin Appleton location in the beautiful test kitchen. And with me, I have the Chef Ace Champion, and we are going to cook, and when I say we, I truly mean we.
Yeah.
We are going to cook up a special meal with each of you today as we talk about hunger in our communities and how you can help. So, Chef Ace Champion,
Reporting for duty.
what are we cooking today?
We're doing one of my favorites. It's pan-seared bourbon pecan chicken. And then we're also gonna pair that with a little bit of garlic infused green beans with a little bit of tomato, kind of get that tomato and green bean going on. And then we're just gonna eat. You know, I made enough for everybody to get a little something.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Even me?
Even you.
I'm so
well, you're
excited.
gonna be the one cooking, so you might as well eat. When you the chef, you got to eat.
You keep reminding me that you're going to make me cook today.
I am.
So, all right,
I am.
I'm
This is
going
a
to be
teaching
stretched.
moment.
So, we're going to have a great time. And in the spirit of having a good time, it's also very important that we have the remembrance and understanding that food disparity and hunger is still prevalent in this world, in this country, and yes, even in the state of Wisconsin today. No one should not be able to have healthy food, access to the food that keeps us healthy. And so part of our mission here at Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin is to solve hunger. So as you're enjoying witnessing what we're doing today, please make sure that you are continuing to contribute and support Feed America Eastern Wisconsin. As part of the We Need Help with the Dishes fundraiser, you can sign up to bid on many exciting auction items and to register for the auction and start bidding on some great experiences, some great items, and some great packages. Visit feedingamericawisconsin.org. That is visit feedingamerica.org/dishes. And you can also donate on the website by texting, you can also text the word dishes, DISHES, to 41444. Again, you can also text the word dishes to the number 4144. And your donation will be matched thanks to our matching donation sponsor, Power Test. So this is how you can double your impact by donating now. And speaking of auction, I hope you had a chance to catch the Motel Breakfast duo earlier. The two are up for auction to perform a private show for you and your best friends. And whether it's a private party, an outdoor barbecue, you know how we do in Wisconsin. We get literally 5 minutes this summer. So you want to make sure that you take full advantage of bidding on this incredible opportunity, because their awesome sound and easygoing vibe is sure to make your birthday party, your graduation party, your just because outdoor barbecue an incredible and memorable event. How are we doing, Chef Ace?
Doing well, doing well.
So can we do a recipe check-in? Because you have so many
Yes.
healthy, beautiful ingredients. What we got here?
What we have right here is, they call it mise en place. Say it with me.
Mise en place.
Mise en place.
Mise en place.
It's just French. It just means I got it together before I start cooking. What a lot of people do wrong is they try and prep and cook at the same time, and you don't want to do that because that's two different jobs. So you get all your ingredients out, all measured, all ready to go before you start cooking, and then when you cook, you can enjoy the cooking process.
Wow, I'm learning already.
Oh, you're gonna be inspired today.
I can tell. I'm already. This is awesome.
Because like you said, no one should go without eating, and that's including you. And if you ain't cooking for yourself, Come on now.
You're right, absolutely. We are going to solve hunger today and beyond. Yes.
We are. Yes, we are. So I'm just getting the green beans prepped up, cutting the ends off it. As we know, green beans are super healthy for you.
Yes.
You know, I like to try and cook with stuff that is going to be good for my body, but then obviously, we got to go down to the true champion Creole seasoning because it's got to taste good.
Absolutely.
You can't get me healthy and it don't taste good.
So wait a minute. Are you saying Chef Ace Champion? Because I realize that the misconception of healthy food is that most healthy food doesn't taste good.
Exactly.
So today we're going to show our supporters of Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin how you can also incorporate deliciousness with healthy food.
Yes.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Yes. Even the chicken, we're using a boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, I'm from down south. That's a no-no. We want the bone and we want the skin, right? But boneless, skinless chicken breast, then we're gonna pan fry that with the healthy avocado oil. So you about to get fried chicken healthy.
Fried chicken healthy. Where else but Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin and our very own Chef Ace Champion. Now, while we keep cooking, and yes, I said while we keep cooking, here's a special message for you from our title sponsor, Valley Bakers Cooperative Association. And again, thank you so much for your generosity.
Well, thanks for that introduction, Denise and Ace. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our kitchen. I'm Rich Wise, the CEO of Valley Cooperative Association in Greenville. And back in June, Valley partnered with Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin on the Farmers to Families Food Box Distribution Program in our community. We witnessed firsthand the need for food in several regions of northeast Wisconsin as lines of cars flowed through the parking lots into city streets waiting for boxes of healthy, vitamin-rich food to bring home to their families during a difficult time. On behalf of our 185 employees and over 425 member owners throughout Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan, we're proud to continue supporting Feeding America's mission to end hunger in our community by sponsoring today's We Need Help with the Dishes event. Throughout the pandemic, our community has shown our ability to come together and support something bigger than us and our businesses. Thankfully, many of you have already risen to the occasion during the pandemic to help our neighbors in need through donations and volunteering of your time, but support is still needed. Let's pull together today and support our community. Please open your wallets, bid on some auction items, and make a donation to this fabulous campaign in an effort to make a difference that matters to those in need. So thanks for your time, and now let's go back to the kitchen with Denise and Ace.
We are back, everyone. Thank you so much. And thank you again to Valley Bakers Cooperative Association and all of our sponsors for helping continuing the mission of Feeding America, solving hunger. You can also solve hunger for your neighbors in need by donating now, and your donation will be matched by Power Test. Text the word dishes to the number 41444. Again, text the word dishes to the number 41444 and donate now. And we are still cooking away here in the test kitchen at Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, Appleton. And we are still here with the incredible Chef Ace Champion. Chef, how are we doing with the recipe?
Wonderful, wonderful. You ready to get your game on?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready to get my game on. Let's do it.
So I'm going to pretty much just walk you through it. Viewers out there, feel free to follow along. I'm sure you can go to Feeding America and get the recipe, or we'll figure out a way to get it to you.
Absolutely.
So we start off with a boneless, skinless chicken breast that's already marinated, Italian dressing. Then what I'm going to do is pound. I put a nice saran wrap over that, keep it sanitary, and just pound the front end of the chicken breast.
Okay, so you said we're pounding the front end. Is there a reason why we're pounding just the front end, Chef?
Is there a reason to my madness? Yes, there is.
The reason?
Yes, because now we have an even chicken breast. Oh. Because in theory, the front of the chicken breast is thicker than the tail. So if I cook this 350, the half tail is going to be cooked before the other half. Therefore, you're going to have half your chicken that is overcooked and the other half that is cooked perfect. So if you pound it, you have an even cooking.
Don't you just love this? While you're donating, we're also being educated on what the whole purpose is. I love it. Awesome.
So now what we're going to do is I use pretty much 2 seasoned blends. Any proteins, chicken, beef, pork, Obviously my champion season,
Of
Cajun
course.
season. If you can't get this and you're just using the Cajun season, just put a little on your hand and taste it, kind of see how salty it is. And then if it's really salty, you just add less. So I'll season one half, you season the other half, kind of like we in a football game. I'm gonna hand the ball off to you, see what you can do with it.
Yes.
So whenever I season, I always season high above it and just kind of shake it back and forth so it just gradually just rains on it. And I do this so that now I can see that I have a nice even coat.
Oh my goodness, that is definitely even.
Yeah. And,
So there's a purpose in terms of how you utilize
There
your-
is. There is, because if I put too much seasoning on one part, you're gonna be eating the piece of chicken and one piece is spicy and the other piece ain't as spicy and one piece is bland. So it's very important when you go high, it just kind of just rains on there.
I love it. And you make it look so easy.
It is easy.
'Cause, there's folks like me that we love to eat, but we just don't love the process to get to the eating. Do you
See,
make
and I
this
tell
look-
people that say that to me, it's because you're not putting yourself through the process. See, in order to experience the process, you have to experience the process.
which is what I'm doing today. I love it. All right.
You can't learn how to cook if you ain't in the kitchen cooking. I'm just saying.
Well, I definitely don't need to learn how to eat. That's for sure.
Sound just like my Wisconsinites.
That's what we do in Wisconsin.
That's what you do. Go big or
Cheese
go
and
home.
beer.
I hear you. So now my second spice that I love to use is Italian seasoning. And I use this because one, it has tons of herb. And as you see, I'm pretty heavy. This is a herb, so feel free to season it really generously.
Oh my goodness.
And then when we sear it, that's what's going to create that nice caramelized crust. That's good for flavor and presentation.
Caramelized crust.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to eat now, Chef. This look, you
No,
make it
don't
look
eat
so
it now.
good.
We might not make it to the end of the show if we eat this now. Don't eat it now.
It looks so good already.
So
All
I'll
right.
give you the Cajun season first.
All right, here we
start
go,
at the
y'all.
top and work your way back, kind of side to side.
What's the phrase when they say do not attempt to do this at home?
Yeah, please don't do this.
Whatever he does,
Yeah.
do. Whatever I do not attempt to do this at home.
You're
All
gonna be
right.
good. I'm right here
Here
with
we
you.
go.
A little high, a little high.
high?
There you go.
All
There
right.
you go. There you go. All right, good.
I love it. Yes.
And then there's your Italian seasoning.
Okay,
Now with
all right.
Italian seasoning, you might have to flick it a little bit because
it?
it's kind of hard on there. Yeah, flick it good.
Flick it.
There you go.
Flick it good.
Bring it heavy.
Remember
Let it
the song,
rain.
Whip it good.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm
dating
70s
myself now.
babies.
I am
No,
too.
I'm with you.
Are you bicentennial, baby?
You got me on that one.
Okay, I'm a
I ain't that
bicentennial
fancy.
baby.
I know I'm Aquarius, if that makes any I don't know.
It's a little bit different, Chef.
All right.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want the whole chicken to be coated.
All right. Okay. See, Chef, you make it look so good and easy when I do it.
Practice. The more you do it, muscle memory. That's the best teacher in the world.
Do you have to
muscle
have
memory.
patience to be a good? You
do have to
right?
have patience, because I believe, you ever heard of the law of attraction?
Yes.
What you think about, you attract. So
yeah.
if you're in the kitchen with all that negative attitude and you ain't got no patience, what you think's gonna happen?
It's gonna taste like Denise cooked it. I mean, it's
Or
gonna
you
taste
might not
good.
even get to the finishing product. It might be a
Right.
takeout. Oh, we eating pizza tonight.
That's what we do at Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin. We don't just teach you how to cook. We also give some philosophy that you can apply to this process. I love it. All right.
So now, if you want, I got your stove on right now. We're gonna
right,
pull
let's do it.
pull the pan right over the stove.
Okay.
So then right now, what I did is I pulled the chicken out about 10 minutes before I seared it.
Okay.
Let it get warm a little bit, because we're gonna be putting cold chicken in a hot skillet. It's gonna drop the oil down, and we don't wanna do that. So now what we're gonna do, we're using healthy avocado oil.
Healthy avocado
Yes.
oil.
We're gonna just line the pan, just get enough to where the bottom of the pan is just lined with the oil. I trust you.
Okay. Positive thoughts. Laws of attraction. Positive thoughts. All right. So just like this.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Keep going.
Keep going. That's good right there. Now give it a little swirl so you know the whole bottom of the pan is. So I do this with any
Oh,
protein.
just a pan. I thought you want me to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you said swirl.
Hey,
I felt
work
it.
Work it how you want to work it,
All
girl.
right.
And then now we're gonna go ahead and get those chicken breasts. I'll show you one.
Okay, yes,
So what I
please,
do,
a wise one.
What I do is I take a little piece of the chicken and I drop it in there.
Now,
Make
why do
sure
you
it's
do
hot.
that?
Because if it's
Oh.
cold, it's gonna absorb all the oil and make it nice.
That is
make it greasy.
genius. So
I'm
take a
gonna drop
little
one
bit
of
of
them in.
piece and drop it. Make sure. I love that. Okay.
You know how to work them things?
I'm
Big tongs.
gonna work
There you
it.
go. Pick it up from the tail end. Make sure you grip it up really nice.
Tail end, grip it up. Not,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Like
then
I told y'all, do not attempt what I'm doing.
no, you good.
Follow
you
Chef.
good. And then put it in there lightly, because this
Lightly.
is hot oil. It will burn you. You good. You good. Now you got to move the chicken around the corner a little bit so you can fit
equal-
this last piece in there.
We are all about inclusion at Feed America Eastern Wisconsin. So let's make sure
There
that
you
we
go.
let. this is actually a great example of equity too, because we can't assume that everything is for everything. So there we go.
There you
awesome.
go. You good. Now
I'm
it's doing its
excited.
thing. Yeah.
I'm all done, y'all. Let's eat. No, I'm
Right
just
there.
kidding.
It ain't done
I'm
yet.
just kidding.
So now one thing that I like to do, and I know on some cooking shows they'll tell you to let it cook, and when it releases from the pan, that's when you know to flip it. I don't believe in that because, if you don't have expensive pots or all that, what's going to happen is it's going to stick to the pan. So what I do is I give it a little shake because in theory that oil always needs to be underneath it. I say pan searing, but really what we're doing is we're frying both sides of the chicken breast.
I love it. And it smells delicious already.
So at this point, as you know from Louisiana, no thermometers, no measuring cup.
What part of Louisiana are you
from? Well, I lived in Ponchatoula, but I worked right there in New Orleans. So
Ponchatoula!
Ponchatoula, right over Lake Ponchatoula.
Gotta love the South.
Yeah. So after about 3 minutes, I just take the chicken. You got to be very careful.
Okay.
Because this is when people get discouraged, when a little piece of grease pops on them. So I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Right.
But you take it and you look at it, and as you can see, it's starting to get that crust, but I want it just a little bit darker than that. So I'm going to let it ride just a little bit longer.
And then you shake it.
Right. Because
Okay.
I'm not going by time. I'm not setting a timer because when you're dealing with recipes, if you go exactly how the recipe is, your stove might be different. Your pots and pans might be different.
Right.
So the recipe's 4 minutes might be your 5 minutes. So you got to be involved.
I love this inclusion aspect
Yeah.
of cooking.
I told you.
One size does not fit all.
No,
I love
it don't.
Chef.
No, it don't.
You
You
are
gotta
teaching us
adjust.
today. I love it.
You
Awesome.
got to adjust.
We also want to share with you another amazing auction item that is up for grabs by any of one of you, and I know you want to take full advantage of this. Here's the reality. We all miss seeing football, and I know many of you, if not 100% of you, miss seeing the Lambeau Leaps in person. Well, now, through Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, here is your chance to get back to Lambeau Field. 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 tickets to a game this next season are up for grabs. And as you know, Ace, you live near Green Bay, correct?
I'm in Green Bay.
You're in Green
I'm
Bay.
in Green Bay.
Now, are you looking forward to watching the Green Bay Packers play this fall?
Well, of course.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I love football season. You definitely want to take advantage of this incredible auction item. And I know a lot of us are probably thinking of our best tailgate snack or recipe right now. And I know that you can't smell this, but trust me, y'all, this is what's going to help us get through until we get to football season. Now, with that being said, the reality for many families is that a lot of their time is spent thinking about where they are going to get the resources to feed their family. And I want to underscore that again. As many of us are fortunate to think about what tailgate snacks that we're going to come up with, how we're going to be able to replicate this delicious recipe from our very own Chef Ace Champion, we also want to make sure that we are in reality and remembrance of those families that are going to be thinking about how they are going to eat today, how they're going to eat tomorrow, how they're going to eat during football season. So please make sure that you are continuing to send in your donations. And again, you can text the word dishes to the number 41444.
My name is Sherry Hilgen. The first time we came to the pantry was actually in 2012. Okay, we were homeless because we actually moved up here from Waukesha, Wisconsin that year. So it was getting more resources, trying to get food because we did not have our own place at the time. We were staying with people. It was trying to get food to help them, help us. And then in 2015, we actually got our own house. We started using the pantry more, so I think in 2017 when I quit my job due to the medical condition that my husband does have. So we come once a month that we're allowed. However, right now I believe it's twice a month. We use it as much as we can. And the lunches we have been doing also as well, the lunch program, because All 5 of our kids were virtual at the beginning of the school year, so it was more so trying to feed them. Because as we don't get any kind of like food stamps or anything like that, and we don't qualify, because my husband gets SSDI, so we pay our stuff that way. And there usually is not a whole lot left after that. Salvation Army Pantry that we use, the people are very friendly, staff is very friendly. They will help you through the process from when you first sign up all the way to the end, and they will make sure you continue to keep coming. And if you don't, the next time they see you, they ask you how you're doing and why you weren't able to come. And if we did not have help from the pantry, I don't know where we would be, really. I mean, like I said, I have 5 kids, 3 are boys. I mean, they would probably be very hungry children. Because then, like, when all of our kids were in school, me and my husband wouldn't eat lunch, because we didn't have to provide it for the kids. But now that the kids have been home, it's like we've been using the program more. We don't get any assistance as far as food, so we're kind of stuck with whatever we have after all of our bills are paid, which is not a whole lot. So we did use the school lunch program. It's just Salvation Army is a lot closer for us to walk than the school, so we get a monthly income, and that is my husband's SSDI due to the epilepsy. And, honestly, we're battling that one too, constantly. But, I mean, honestly, if we didn't have that, the pantry wasn't here, I think my kids would probably be very sick, very thin, because it's just rough times right now. When I see my kids enjoying a meal made from the pantry that we do get, it makes me happy. It makes me think that I can be a good mom. I am a good mom. I'm able to do what I need to provide for my children, even though, we financially struggle. It makes it a lot easier as far as that goes also, because then it's not like I have to stress over whether my kids are eating or not, because I know we have something to feed them after the daily struggles with everything else. Yeah, I try my best. I try my best, and that's all I can do. I mean, there's been times where I've thought about giving up, but I'm like, I can't. I have my kids, I gotta worry about them. I have to do what I need to, even though sometimes it can be really stressful. If you don't get judged, they will help you with whatever they can. I mean, even if it's just a resource to get you headed in the right direction, the pantry is willing to do it.
You are doing such an amazing job taking care of your family, and I'm so glad to know that you have a pantry to turn to as a resource. Now, if you aren't very familiar with Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin's footprint, thanks to you, the food bank is helping feed families across 35 eastern Wisconsin counties. And your donations make this possible. And together, we are serving 1 in 7 people facing hunger. I'm going to say that again. We are supporting and serving 1 in 7 people that are facing hunger. Your donations will help us do that. And don't forget, at any given time, to your neighbors in need, you can support them by texting the word DISHES, DISHES, to the number 41444. And your donation will be twice as powerful thanks to Power Test matching the donations made to We Need Help with the Dishes. Thank you so much. Chef Ace!
I need help with the dishes.
I got you.
I hope I have to cook and wash dishes. That's the beauty of learning how to cook. You don't have to wash the dishes.
You don't have to wash the dishes. You can turn that over to somebody else. Let me tell you, these smells, and again, audience members, I know you can't smell, but you can see. What you're seeing smells just as good. And I was going to say taste. I can't wait to taste it.
All right.
So I know you're going to put me into work. So where we at, Chef?
We ain't done yet. Gonna slide this over. So now, traditionally, we would put it in an oven at around 300 degrees, pour a little broth over there, good to go. But I'm gonna show you an easier way to do it, because I know since you don't love to cook as it is, you definitely ain't gonna wanna have to wash them extra dishes. So we're gonna take these out and just set them to the side.
All right.
We're actually gonna finish them once we get the sauce. So we got just a little bit of oil. We don't need all of that.
That's sauce? Oh, that's gone. That's oil.
Yeah, just
Okay.
a little bit. Just a little bit of oil. Yeah,
Love it,
We don't
love
need
it.
all that.
Avocado oil. Healthy oil.
Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna turn this down on low. You ever had Bananas Foster's before?
I have had everything known to man.
So
as
Bananas
it relates to food.
Foster's
Yes.
is a dessert. It's a homemade caramel sauce
Yes.
that goes over ice cream. But did you know if I take out the banana liqueur and add in Marsala wine, we're gonna pour that over a spicy piece of chicken. So the first thing that we're gonna add in is the brown sugar.
Love it. Brown
You know,
sugar.
Always
babe.
use brown sugar, right? You know the
Just
deal.
pour it in.
Put it all in there.
I feel so empowered.
Yeah,
Okay,
put it
here we
all
go.
in there.
Pour it all in. Do a little.
I know I
friendly,
packed it. I packed
friendly.
it.
That's
We
okay.
might not need all. We might not need all.
No,
of
we
that.
need
Let's-
more sugar now.
Don't
you're
cut
right.
it short on the brown sugar.
You're right. We're doing healthy stuff.
We good though. Hey, it's sugar, but it's real sugar from the earth, pure cane. Yes,
Oh
yes,
look!
yes.
Oh my goodness! It all fell out. But it's
Somebody
brown
wants some
sugar.
extra to take home. I see
It's
how
brown sugar. It's healthy sugar.
it is. Yes. Gluten free.
Gluten free.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Pour it
ma'am.
all
No
in.
bleach.
No
as natural
bleach.
as it come.
I love it.
All right, here's your magic wine.
Okay.
So basically what we're doing right now, we're just waking up the sugar.
Wake it up.
We're not trying to cook it. We're just waking it up.
Wake up.
All right.
All right.
So now what we're going to do is what they call flambe.
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 How do you spell that?
I don't know. F-L-A-M-B-E-E, I think. It's a
like
fancy
on the
French word for lighting it on fire.
There
That's
you
all
go.
we're doing.
All right.
Don't do nothing for the flavor, but it sure makes you look cool.
All right.
All right, so now we're going to turn this up.
What
you want to do?
Because I want all the sugar.
Yeah. So you're gonna push all the sugar to the back to where you have just some naked skillet is what I call it.
Naked skillet,
Naked
all right.
skillet, nothing on there because you don't want to mix it all in with the sugar.
Got it.
And then you won't get that big flame. So then put that right on the stove.
Put it right on the stove?
Yeah.
Did I wake it up?
It's woke.
Wait a minute, we got some sugar right here. That's like, that needs to be in.
So you do this. Grab this.
Okay.
Grab this.
Waste not, want not, right? There we go. All the sugar. We want all the sugar, chef.
Oh, so we're gonna put that on
All the
there
healthy
like so.
sugar.
I know you done handled, Wisconsin. This is the top shelf. Kessler's right here.
Top shelf.
Yeah,
I love it.
Excellent to cook with. So don't go using your grandpa's top shelf $50 bottle because
Right.
you're wasting it.
Use
That's good to
Kessler.
go.
Okay.
So we're
All
gonna
right.
go ahead and add in. Oh no, you got to pour it in the Feeding America cup. You know what
I
I'm
was
saying? Sorry,
ready
y'all.
to just
Sorry,
go
y'all.
all in the.
No, you can, but we
right.
branded. We branded.
Cheers to Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. You want me to keep
All right,
going?
no, that's good. Yeah, you know we in Wisconsin. That's a Wisconsin pour. So grab the skillet.
Okay.
Pull it away from the stove. Because you never want to pour liquor over an open fire.
that's flammable.
Add that to the part
naked,
right there.
the naked part? Okay, here we go.
Oh, y'all about to see the flambe right here.
Oh my
And then
goodness.
now you're going to tilt it in the fire. You're going to act like you poured it in there. All you got to do is just like, no, don't be afraid. Woo, whoop, there it is.
That's dope.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And give it a little shake.
I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. You can put it back on the stove now. Yeah,
That
you
is
good.
incredible.
You good. Give it a little shake.
Oh my
you don't want it to burn.
goodness. I love it. Oh my
Woo.
goodness.
Good girl. How
I
much
wasn't
bourbon did
ready
you
for
put up
that,
in
Chef.
there? Let me get a hold of this fire.
That is awesome.
Put a whole brewery up in there.
I did. This is Wisconsin. I love it.
I hear you.
That is incredible. You didn't tell me that on purpose, right?
I
You
did.
wanted that to be a surprise.
I did.
I love it. That's what we do here. That is incredible. Now, Chef, it's just and I know this is a part of science, but what makes it transform from
So it's the,
sugar to this in like a matter of seconds?
so once you cook brown sugar, it has a high content of molasses. Molasses is the thickening agent. So it's by default going to want to thicken, but you have to cut it with something or else just straight sugar is just going to burn.
Wow, this is so educational because when I was growing up, I thought the word molasses because my grandmother used to say, Denise, hurry up, you're moving like molasses.
Because when you pour it, it's thick. It's like that, remember that Heinz commercial?
Yes.
Best thing comes to those who wait back in the day?
Yes.
That's how molasses pours. It's super thick. So she meaning you slow, you pouring slow,
Right.
you moving slow. So
I love it.
she was right.
I love this. I'm learning so much. I know y'all are too. This is incredible.
All right. So now we're just mixing it. And you see how it's foaming?
You want me to mix?
Yeah, you mix.
Oh, Lord, why did I say
You
that?
see how it's foaming?
Okay.
That's what you want, because that lets you know that it's called coagulation. Did I say that right?
Coagulation.
Yes, coagulating.
You said as far as I'm concerned.
That
you said
means
it right.
you're taking 4 ingredients and you're trying to bond them together to make one, and they have to cook in a manner in order to do that.
Oh my
Otherwise, you ever made see something where the butter breaks, butter separate, the oil separate, and
Have I ever made? What do you think the answer to the question is, Chef? Oh, I love this.
So now I'm gonna thin that out with just a little bit of Marsala wine.
Marsala wine. Is that a red wine?
It is.
Okay.
It's a sweeter wine. So definitely don't go grab the top shelf.
Okay. It smells amazing.
And then the last thing that we're gonna add to
You
that.
want to keep stirring, Chef?
Yeah. You gotta keep the stirring process. This is one of those things you can't walk away, can't go do no yoga, don't go put the clothes in the laundry.
Well, I feel like this is good cardio. So even if I can't do my yoga, if I just kind of keep moving.
And you got the music playing in the
Oh, yeah.
background.
Oh, yeah.
We already got the bourbon over here, so get your little glass going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, traditionally, when you make this sauce, they put
here
the
come
butter
the good
in.
stuff.
They put the butter in first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what you said? We from Wisconsin. Add the other butter in.
I'm originally from Indiana, the Midwest, which we love
Y'all
to
love
eat
butter
too.
too.
Yes.
There you go. But real butter.
Real
No margarine.
butter.
No margarine.
Real butter.
And it's got to be from Wisconsin.
Got to be from Wisconsin. Just keep stirring?
Just keep stirring.
Okay.
So now we're going to take that chicken and drop that chicken back in there so it can finish cooking with that sauce and with that butter.
Goodness.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just stirring.
You just stir.
I love this. Now, see, I can do this.
So I'm going to work you now.
Okay.
I'm going to turn the stove on.
Okay.
And then I want to see you do a switch.
With what? Oh, these.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
See, yeah, we in chefs, we don't talk a lot. We do little stuff like that.
What?
There it is.
Bam!
So just keep an eye on that.
Bam!
We're gonna get started on our green beans. I grew up with the Green Giant. Yeah, he ain't that good once you become an adult.
How'd the song go? Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho,
Green
ho.
Giant.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, we got fresh produce here in Wisconsin, and I know Feed America does a great job too as well with getting
Yes.
people fresh produce and
Yes,
not
we
just
do.
can after can after can. So
That's one of the things I really love about being a part of Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin is because the intentionality regarding healthy food. Because, when you talk about solving hunger, it's not just, let's just give you whatever to eat. It's
Right.
the intentionality of Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin to make sure that everyone has access to healthy and substantial food. That's why it's so important to donate now. Right. Dishes, 41444.
wash them dishes.
No, I won't.
No, because you're cooking. That's right.
Exactly.
There's power in cooking, let me tell you.
Power in cooking.
Yes.
Power in cooking and texting the word dishes to 41444. I love it. And you make this look so just effortless and it's so fun. I really appreciate this. Seriously.
And that's the way it should be.
Yes.
When you allow frustration into the kitchen, you can't focus. You don't want to do it anymore. You want to give up.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I was, as a child, I had a frustrating experience.
All it takes is a bad experience, and that'll follow you.
But you just make this just so entertaining and fun. And
you know that passion is going to come when other people taste what you made and start bragging on you and telling them, oh, girl, you got to go get Denise's chicken. Let me tell you. She need to open up a restaurant now.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Gonna happen. Yes, I'm always optimistic. All right. Chef, this looks really good.
Okay, so we're going to turn that down now.
Keep stirring?
We should be good. So now you really don't need to stir every now and again. Just give it a little.
I just feel so empowered when I stir, but I'll stop.
Yeah. You don't want to overstir. There's balance.
I love it, Chef Ace.
Yes,
These
ma'am.
green beans, they look beautiful.
They missing something though.
What are they missing?
They missing some love.
They missing some love.
Remember how I taught you high? Shake it back and forth.
High, shake
Right
it
over
back
green
and
beans.
forth. Up.
Whoop, you're a little heavy.
Little heavy?
That's all right though. But you caught it though.
I did.
All right. So
can
then now you're good. So now get your tongs.
Okay.
And then mix that up really good.
All
I'll
right.
hold the pan for
And what
you.
else is in here besides your incredible seasoning?
Just butter.
Just butter, baby.
butter, baby.
Just butter, baby.
That's
I
it.
love it. There is nothing like butter and Chef Ace Champion seasoning.
We're going to add a little bit of garlic.
A little bit of garlic.
I love the garlic.
Why do you love garlic?
Garlic is healthy for you.
Oh.
And it's good for your blood pressure. And it just tastes so good.
It tastes good. It makes the food smell good, and it's healthy for you. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
So we're gonna go ahead and finish these green beans. It looks like the chicken's pretty much done. We're gonna plate it up. I know you're ready to eat.
I am. And so while we're getting ready to eat, we have another exciting auction item to share. Now, for those of you who are looking for a much needed and well-deserved vacation after having a year-long staycation, how does a stay in beautiful Door County sound to you? It sounds great to me. And the thing I love about Door County is no matter where you go or what you do in Door County, you have scenic beauty, relaxation, and rejuvenation. And this, no matter where you are in Wisconsin, is just around the corner. So our Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin Board Chair, Mike Fordney, is going to share with us more.
Thank you so much, Ace and Denise. That was so much fun. Thank you, viewers, for being with us today for Help with the Dishes. My name is Mike Fordney. I'm the chair of Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin. I've been on the board for just about 7 years. And wow, this has been an incredible year. It's been the support of donors such as yourselves that has really made a difference this year. This event, along with the silent auction, is a great way for you to continue supporting us. Among the silent auction events is including a rental of a property in Door County, Wisconsin, where I live. It's a home that was built about 5 years ago. It's on 80 acres and has a commanding view of the northern part of Kangaroo Lake. It's inside the middle of the peninsula, very close to all the villages that you probably would love to visit. It's close, you can ride your bike, it's great. So bid often and bid up. Next, we're going to hear from one of our neighbors who's going to talk about how hunger has impacted them.
My first time to the pantry was right after the pandemic had started. I did lose my job. My resources financially had started to decline. So depending on the pantry has been a very big help. It helps supplement in between with trying to continue to maintain to keep my food supply coming in. I have my oldest son and then I have 2 stepsons and I've got like 7 grandkids. You know, to be able to make sure that they had food on the table, and with my grandkids, they never knew that there had been a change in Nana's home. I enjoy cooking with my grandchildren because of the laughter, the fun times, the memories. A lot of times when I'm cooking with them and I step back, take my phone out, take pictures so that as they get older and they can look back in a photo album and see, hey, these are times when I was able to bake cookies with Nana, or she showed me how to make a cake, or her favorite recipe, or a recipe that they may have, something that they enjoy eating. I have those memories for them to look back on, even after, heaven forbid, that I'm gone. So it's a good feeling and a good family and quality time to spend with them, you know, in the kitchen or going through the house. With that time, it also teaches them how to cook, know their way around the kitchen as well. And it also includes reading. So therefore, they know they have to read the instructions. It also includes math, which means that they have to understand what measurements are. So they're, you know, not only are we cooking, but they're also learning as they go along, which is good for them. The pandemic has, I can say, affected things like just simple baking, family time with grandkids, kids. It does have a toll, and the pandemic has really put an impact not only on my life, but some family members as well. I think that people should know that the community food banks and pantries are there for them. They should always feel welcome, knowing that they have a place to go. Even those that have been affected by the pandemic and incomes have decreased, some people may not, you know, qualify for the SNAP program or EBT program, but having the community food bank is something that they should realize and understand it is there for them. The community food banks, we give healthy and nutritious items for them to have, so they're not, you know, without like fruits and vegetables, dairy products, even some healthy grains for them. You know, the food bank supplies healthy items so that they can continue to maintain a nutritious diet and lifestyle.
Another great story of how you are making an impact on local community with your donations and support, and we thank you. And remember, you can continue or start your donation by texting the word dishes to the number 41444. Again, text the word dishes, DISHES, to the number 41444. And our auction is open for bidding until 9 p.m. on Monday, April 26th. So you have now, today, tomorrow, until we get to April 26th to keep donating and keep bidding on these incredible items. So, with that,
Showtime.
Chef Ace,
Yes.
champion.
Yes, ma'am.
How did we do in the kitchen?
We did. I think you aced it.
You think I aced
I
it?
think you aced it.
Y'all heard it here. Only at Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, you heard that Denise Thomas aced the cooking. Let me say, this is so incredible. And again, your gift, Chef Ace, is just beyond measure. And what I wanted to ask you, because you make things look so effortlessly, what is the method to your gift? Like, what are the things that are important to you as you're cooking? What are the things that you incorporate that make the experience result in this wonderful culinary experience?
Oh, yeah. So I pretty much just rolled out of bed like this.
Wow.
That's how you roll. No,
So
real.
enlighten us in terms of, for the folks
ones
out
who
there
can't just
that
roll
don't
out
have
of
your
bed.
gift. Yeah. So what do
Yeah.
you do behind just the food? What else do you add to this culinary
It
experience?
starts with the recipe. So, find a good recipe, research multiple recipes, be specific. Siri wants you to be specific. If I want a Cajun restaurant recipe, I need to put find jambalaya recipe in Louisiana. Or else I might get Susie's from Oshkosh, and Susie's from Oshkosh might be okay, but it ain't gonna be authentic from New Orleans. So once I get the recipe, I'm a visionary. So I do a technique called visual motor rehearsal. Say it with me.
Visual motor rehearsal.
So when I get this recipe, I visualize, as I'm reading it, I visualize me doing each step. So I'm basically tricking my mind into thinking that I'm practicing because it can't tell the difference, right?
Wow.
So then when I physically do it, it's gonna feel like deja vu, like, man, I feel like I've done that before, and you have. And that way, if anything's wrong with the recipe, you'll catch that in your mind before you halfway in the cooking process and realize the recipe is bad. See, a lot of people think that it's them that's not the good cook. And sometimes it can be as simple as just not getting a good recipe.
You mean this whole time it was just
I
a
ain't
matter
saying-
of me?
I ain't saying that.
This
I'm
whole
just saying
time, I just needed to
sometimes,
visualize.
Sometimes.
Look,
yeah.
Chef Ace is like, no,
Visualize.
Denise, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Continue to be the effective
There
communication
you go.
coach.
There you go.
Eat.
So all
I love
this
it.
is just organization. And I know you do it when you getting ready to do your speaking, you role playing in your mind what you want to say when you get there,
Absolutely.
how you're going to do it the same way. And have it laid out from what takes the longest. Do that first.
You know what I'm role playing right now?
What's that?
When I take my fork and my knife
she
and
ready to
I'm
eat. She
sorry,
like,
I'm
"Hey,
distracted.
that's
Yes.
enough. That's
it
enough."
It looks and smells so delicious. Now,
Nice.
for those that are watching this and taking notes, what other things do you incorporate into the experience? I think you had mentioned earlier when we were talking about music.
Yes. Yeah. So the most important thing, and like I was telling you earlier about the law of attraction, is very important to have a positive attitude, or good energy, should I say. So I like to play nice meditation music, or if you want to jam, play your jamming music. Really the key is when you cook, be in the kitchen, be involved. You can't just go put the green beans on the stove and go walk away and come back and then they're going to be done. You got to baby them because they'll burn up on you. So just be grounded, enjoy the process because you got to cook anyway. Awesome. So now we got our green beans and they pretty much done. You want to taste one of those?
I do. Can I just reach in?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Taste one. And why she's tasting it is she's trying to see if she need to add any more seasoning to it, but I think we're okay. So we'll go ahead and just get our knife up sharp.
Chef,
Yeah, that's just green beans.
did I make this?
You sure did. I think you put your foot in there somewhere.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
know.
This is so incredibly delicious.
Yeah.
And it's healthy.
It is.
It's got a little kick to it. I definitely can taste the garlic and the what else do we put? Butter, yeah.
And butter, because if you don't flavor your vegetables, what people gonna do is just like your kids do, push the veggies to the side, eat everything else. But you want them to enjoy the sides just as much as they enjoy the entree.
Shout out to our children, our kids, our youth, our future leaders that are watching this. I know how it is when you see the vegetables and you're like, this right here, this is worth it. Future leaders, definitely try this. Now, you're making this, and I feel like you're creating some artistry.
So now that we're done,
Did
we're
you just
gonna
grate
add,
that tomato?
Yeah.
You just sliced it up like that?
So I cut the tomato in half.
Okay.
And then I quartered it, right?
Quartered?
And then I just take the knife and just slide that, because I don't like that pulp. That
so you take the pulp out.
Yeah, that's all just water and not good.
We don't want that.
I want the skin and a little bit of pulp.
Just the skin, take the pulp out, and then you just.
And then I just slice them really thin, and then. So now if you want to mix that up, you'll see the vibrant colors, because presentation
is everything.
See,
you got me confident now, so I'm just going to, add a little swag
do your
to it.
thing. You know about presentation.
Yes, here we go.
And then I'm just going to cut up a little bit of green onions,
This
and
is
I
so
think
exciting.
we ready to plate.
Oh my goodness.
So with these green onions, I'm just going to cut them on an angle. They call this a bias.
A bias?
Yeah, so now my cuts, look how much bigger that is.
Oh my goodness, that is
versus
perfect.
if I just do a straight cut, look at what I'm working with.
Ah.
See what I'm saying? So you cut them at an angle
That
and
is a
it
big
extends
difference.
that.
That is incredible.
And green onions are healthy for you too.
You know what I love about cooking and food is that it's so universal, and whatever culture or ethnicity that you identify with, you can embrace differences by, as you had mentioned, incorporating different cultures, methods, and ways of cooking.
Infusion cooking.
Infusion cooking!
And that is my specialty.
I love it.
So you might see a little New Orleans with a little Wisconsin cheese up in there with an Asian flair.
I love it.
Because, hey, if all those cultures taste good on its own, why can't I mix them all together? Yes.
Why not bring them together and even make it more incredible?
And
I love that.
And New Orleans is an infusion style anyway. You're looking at Indian, South African, French, and Spanish. So that's why it's so good.
Y'all should be texting donations right now just on the educational component of this. This is incredible. And that number again is 41444. You want to text the word dishes to the number 41444.
That's
we still
for you.
doing? This is for me?
So now this is a taste. Taste your food as you cook.
Taste it as you cook.
I'm just getting some chicken slices. I'm just cutting this at an angle. As you can see, if you can get up in there, the chicken is got juice on it. So then we just gonna.
You mean keep stirring?
Yeah. Once you, we're gonna teach you some presentation. Once you take a nice pile of the green bean and put it right there in the middle of that plate. Because you can just throw it on the plate, you can slop it all on there, but you putting all this love in the food, and the way you get that back is when the people eat your food. But if you just slop it on the plate, mentally they've already made up their mind.
So see, there we go. I was gonna say I'm having an operator issue, but I love how you said that.
Because you ain't used it in a while. Muscle memory.
Oh wow.
You use it or lose it.
That's so true. And you know what I love about what you're sharing is, as it aligns with the mission of Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin, solving hunger is everything to do with love.
It is.
And that's what is so important, that everyone wants to experience. And that's why we here at Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin, partner with incredible chefs like you who embrace, is that good?
That's good.
Who embrace and encourage love. And that's what you're doing, again, when you text the word dishes to 41444 and continue to send those donations, because that in itself is an expression and demonstration of love, which is what I'm smelling right now. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, look at that.
And I wrote a cookbook. 8
I know
steps
you
to your
did.
I got 2.
I know
and
you
you
did.
know what the last is 8 steps to your perfect meal. You know what the last step is?
Love.
Don't make nothing without love, because I believe energy transfers.
It does.
So if you want to be that negative person and you cooking, it's going to go into the food and everyone else that eats it. So this is how I spread my love, and you going to do the same.
Yes, I love to spread love. I love it.
Now we got our chicken on the side. We got this bourbon sauce.
Now, I can just eat out the pan. Don't even worry about being fancy with me.
Last little trip, go ahead and dump them pecans in there, all of them, right into
All
the
of
sauce.
them.
Right into the sauce.
I love pecans.
I do too.
Love, love, love pecans.
And as you saw, I didn't have to add any seasoning to the sauce or anything like that, because we got so much flavor. We got sweetness going on. We got the saltiness and the pecans going on.
Now, Chef, let me ask you this.
Yes, ma'am.
There are a significant number of people that have nut allergies.
Yeah, don't put the nuts on.
Right. Is there an alternative that you can recommend?
Don't put the nuts in. That's
don't-
your
don't-
alternative.
okay,
Don't
okay.
put it in. You see how I added in the pecans at the end?
Yes.
Go ahead and scoop out a little bit for whoever is nut allergy, and then throw the pecans in for the rest.
Got it.
Yep.
Great recommendation. Thank
Yep.
you.
But always remember to ask your guests before you cook for them what their allergies are.
Great point.
Because
we want to spread love.
There you go.
We want to make sure everybody feels connected.
And then the last, I'm gonna let you do it. There you
Okay.
go. So you just want to take a little bit, and you just want to be. You got to just get a visual how you want it. Be lightly, and just kind of lay a couple green beans over there, and then you're good to go.
All right. Let's see.
Then we got some bread over there. Get a couple. Then you have to put it on the plate. There it is.
That's what I'm feeling right there. That's love.
What now? What is that?
That's love.
That's love. That's love. There you have it. Your Creole bourbon pecan chicken, Cajun garlic green beans with a little bit of Roma tomatoes, and some bread on the side.
And some love.
And some love.
Chef Ace, I so enjoyed cooking with you today. I know our audience members enjoyed this as well. And because of that, please do not forget to bid on your own cooking experience with Chef Ace Champion.
Up to 8 people.
Up to 8 people?
In their home.
Not 20?
Not 20.
But you definitely want to bid on this incredible cooking experience so that you can experience that in your own home with, again, our very own Chef Champion. Now, what can the people expect in a virtual cooking class in addition to the chef experience?
So a lot of times when you think of virtual, you think, I'm over the counter, I'm over the internet, it's not gonna be as fun. But imagine cooking with family that don't live in the same state, that you can't see every time. And you're cooking with me. I'm cooking the same exact meal with you, so there's no room for error. Everyone's gonna nail it. Everyone's drinking, they're having a good time. And then the cool part about it is at the end, everyone pulls up all their chairs right in front of the cameras and they eat together as if they were together.
That is incredible. I love that. I know that y'all are gonna be bidding incredibly on that experience. It's priceless, so start your bids now. Also, we had such a great time cooking with each of you today, and I want to make sure that I say this. Whoever wins the personal cooking experience with Chef Ace Champion, it will only be valid if you invite me. All right.
Look at that.
Here we go. Now, I know each of you enjoyed this incredible culinary experience with our very own Chef Ace Champion. Continue to bid high and bid often on this great experience. And speaking of great experiences, I too, as a proud board member of Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, am donating an online virtual effective communication coaching session as part of our silent auction. Again, this is going to be personal, one-on-one, 1 full hour of effective communication coaching by yours truly, the Effective Communication Coach. All right, seriously, I'm so glad that each of you were able to be here with us today to help with the dishes. Food has always been an incredible way to bring people together, even as Chef Ace demonstrated virtually. And I keep thinking of all of the families in our local Wisconsin communities who do not know where their next meal is coming from. And I know that each of you, as well as each of us together here, can join forces by donating and supporting Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin to ensure that no family in the state of Wisconsin goes without a healthy meal or not knowing where their next meal is coming from. Especially our children, our future leaders. Every child should be able to get up in the morning and have healthy meals. No child should skip a meal. And so continue to support Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin by donating now, so that again, in addition to our families, our future leaders are waking up every day and ending their day feeling nourished and replenished with healthy and delicious food. This time last year, we saw hunger hit our communities like never before. And it's going to be a while before things get back to the way that they were pre-pandemic. But even throughout that process, we can start supporting right now. So make your bid for these incredible auction items that you've seen during the program. And on behalf of the entire Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin team, we thank you in advance for your support. And if you haven't yet, please bid now. And if a few extra zeros by a typo come through, let them go. Let them go through. And please, 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 on behalf of Ace, Chef Ace Champion, myself, and again, the entire team at Feeding America, Wisconsin. The pantries are on the front lines, and they're doing so much incredible work as aligns with our mission. And the clients who have full fridges and full hearts, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for caring about our neighbors in need.
And thank you to our title sponsor, Valley Corporative, matching gift sponsor, Power Test.
And thank you to our auction sponsor, Northwestern Mutual Foundation, and our event program sponsor, West Bend Mutual Insurance.
And also special thanks to entertainment sponsor, Hydrite, and all of the rest of our event sponsors.
Thank you again so much, and good night.
Let's do something while we have the chance. It's not every day that we're needed. I asked my brother to give direction, to which he bowed and ceded. There I stood, rocks in hand, youthful zeal unbridled. I learned to bleed while I danced, found emptiness in bottles. Tell me what to do, tell me what I see. Hey, I'm afraid I'm finding the truth don't set me free. Before I knew it, I was lost, dancing on the tables. The public jester made for laughs, but fresh out of fable. I pushed my eyes up to the glass, thought I'd see anew, but I just kept on seeing that same